All right, y'all. So listen. Hear me out. Hear me out. I did something a little bit different with my baby hair this time, but I like it though. I'm going to show you guys exactly how I did this new technique, and we're going to get into a shop talk. So stay tuned. What's going on? It's your girl Easy Breezy, and I'm back with another hair sponsor. Thank you so much, Celie Hair, for sending us this curly lace front unit. Now, I already customized and bleached the lace before I started recording, so the curls don't look as juicy as, they normally would when you get it fresh out the box. Because, when you customize the wig and pluck it, you got to comb it out, so I comb the curls out. But it's all good because it still looks curly and soft. All right, you guys, so of course I'm taking my cotton round with my Sea Breeze and cleansing off the application area because mainly all of my models come with their makeup on, and I don't like spreading glue over makeup. I've done it one time, trying to be lazy, and the glue definitely mixed in with the makeup and turned brown. And when I was waiting for it to turn clear, it never did. So you really got to make sure that the forehead area is totally cleared off. All right, so now I'm taking my bottle of liquid lace glue and applying our first coat. And if you guys did not notice, okay, on the website, the liquid lace glue has a whole new appearance, and it's even stronger than the formula that I had before. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a little picture of the new bottles because I love them so much. And if you guys want a discount on your next bottle of liquid lace glue, type in liquid lace 5 at the checkout for $5 off. All right, so now I'm adding my stocking cap, and this is the medium brown stocking cap from GalaxyGirlHair.com. All right, so now as I'm doing this install, let's go ahead and get into a shop talk because why not? And when I get to the baby hairs, then I'm gonna actually explain, my reasoning and my technique, and we're gonna talk about if, I made a good decision or not. So in this video, I want to talk about ways to love yourself and ways to date yourself. And why would you date yourself, you ask? Well, let's talk about it. So us as people, we have two different sources of power. We have internal power and we have external power. The power that we have internally is something that we all have. It's our love for ourselves. It's the knowledge that we have of ourselves. It's the confidence and the security that we feel within ourselves. This power source internally is something that is infinite and something that we can always draw from to make us feel big, important, loved, special, powerful, whatever it may be. Then on the flip side, we have external power. And what that is everything outside of us that we see as valuable that brings quote unquote power or value to our lives. And that may be our homes, our clothes, that may be someone that we love, that could be food that we love, anything outside of us that we obtain to bring us comfort, to bring us security, confidence, and power that is not already within us is considered external power. Now, the difference between these two power sources is one is infinite and the other one is finite, right? And why? What's the reason and which one is it? So basically, the power that we can draw from within is something that cannot run out. That is the source, quote unquote. That is our souls. That is our power from within. If we love ourselves, if we nurture ourselves, and if we speak love and life onto our spirits every single day, we can constantly pull from this power source and manifest beautiful things in our reality. Now, with everything outside of us, with things that we consider, to add value to our lives, maybe trips, clothes, people, maybe a partner that makes us feel special and powerful, if we put all of our eggs in that basket and we rely on the love of ourselves and that person or that thing, it's a liability because we experience things that don't last every single day. You may feel like you were never happier before you were with your partner, but then all of a sudden, y'all get in an argument, y'all break up, and y'all don't speak again for another whole year. Like, imagine what that can do to your self-worth, your self-confidence, and your reality. All of a sudden, you went from, my partner makes me so happy and I can't imagine life without them, to all of a sudden, you're without them. Now, the emotion of heartbreak is inevitable because none of us actually plan to go through a breakup or plan to lose a family member or a romantic partner or our favorite thing, our favorite tangible material thing. But if we put too much weight and too much value on anything external, then we are liable to the emotional consequences if we ever so lose them. So it's important for us to constantly fill ourselves with positivity, with love, with light and encouragement. And we have to love on ourselves. We have to nurture ourselves from the inside because guess what? When we don't have anything on the outside, if we lose all of our friends, if we lose our partner, if we lose our husband, if we lose our house, if we lose everything outside of us, guess what we still have? Us. We still have the power within us. We still have God within us. And with the help of God, baby, you can get through anything. You can get through anything. I don't care what it is. Whatever doesn't kill you does what? Make you stronger. So yes, it's good to indulge in all these external, power sources and things that bring value to your life. But it's even more important to continue to pour into yourself. So I read this quote the other day, right? That basically said that in life, it's actually more important to develop yourself and love yourself than it is to follow your purpose. What? When I read that, I was like, wait, what? And you know what? I'm gonna get more into that subject, but let's talk about these baby hairs real quick. Now, right now I'm using my Got To Be glue, but at the time of this recording I was. But you already know we had the liquid lace gel in stock on galaxygirlhair.com, and that's what I use now on my baby hair. But today I wanted to try something a little bit different. So basically, I've been seeing these baby hairs online that are really cute and, the sides are swooped like normal, but the middle is like short hairs. They're like a little bit curled a little bit. And I'm like, okay. I never really had a desire to try those baby hairs until I figured that it was going to be hard for me to blend this lace. So today we're doing a whole different style of baby hairs, one that you've never seen on this channel because I'm kind of doing a little experiment right now. And at the time I was recording this video, this is like my old setup. So this is a few months ago. I didn't have all the resources that I have now. So, normally I would have just threw my lace tint on there, called it a day, melted that lace like 1, 2, 3. But this day I was going through a little struggle. Okay, so yeah, back to that quote that I was telling y'all about. Basically, it said that in life, it's better to focus on yourself, love yourself, and your personal development than it is to constantly pay attention to your quote unquote purpose. Now, after a couple minutes of analyzing that quote, I thought about it and I'm like, well, isn't like life all about your purpose? Like, isn't life all about expressing, what you were here to do and, exalting your talents and your gifts and things like that? But what I realized is you won't even be able to fully express your gifts and your talents in the highest form if you are not right within. Let's say your mind is not at peace. Your mind is in turmoil. You're not confident within yourself. You don't feed yourself good, high vibrational things like fruits, vegetables, water, smoothies, things like that actually nurture your body. If you don't go out, get some sun, if you never take a swim, if you never dance, if you never get active, if you never develop yourself, feed yourself positive information, who's to say that you can even show up for another person? Who's to even say that you're going to be physically and spiritually, mentally even able to show up for your business? We're like cars. If we are not taking care of this engine, if we're not putting gas in the tank, if we aren't getting our oil changes and getting these tune-ups, listen, we're going to break down eventually. So one thing I realized is we really have to pour in ourselves. We have to love ourselves. And a few things that I do to date myself and to love myself and to make sure that I'm working on my personal development is going to the spa. I love going to this 24-hour spa where you can spend the night, you can go in saunas, pools, get massages, and it's so relaxing and it's so cheap. It's like, dang, why wouldn't I do this for myself? So I make time to do that for myself at least once a week. Another thing that I do to nurture myself, grow myself, and love myself is every time the sun is out, I get my butt outside, okay? Now, in the wintertime, this is so hard for me because it'd be too cold to go out and go hiking. But in the spring, summer, fall, I'm outside hiking in nature, getting a big breath of fresh oxygen and getting that vitamin D. And I'm really like soaking in all the healing benefits of nature. And listen, when I tell you guys, do not sleep on the mental, spiritual, and physical healing benefits of nature, okay? Nature, going outside, maybe sweating, it doesn't just help you lose weight, maintain your weight or whatever and look aesthetically pleasing, but it also heals your mind. There has been so many times where I felt lonely, where I felt depressed, where I felt stressed out, where I felt mishandled, where I felt disrespected. And when I just left my house, went out in nature and just got under that sun, it's almost like I felt like accompanied almost, not by people, but by energy. And it's literally like I felt the presence of God all around me, within me. And it reminded me that, whenever I'm feeling lost, whenever I'm feeling stagnant or depressed, the last thing I'm gonna do is stay in my house and do a voiceover. Even though that helps me out too, but going outside and just connecting with God and connecting to the closest things to God, which is plants and animals and, things that are just natural. It has done so much for me and it has helped me heal my heart 10 times faster than I could have ever anticipated, if I didn't do those things. So, there are a few YouTubers out right now that have publicly expressed their heartbreak and their breakup from their partner. I seen something that Aaliyah J said. I seen something that Glamazante said. And I actually know Glamazante in real life. So I know how much of a funny, social, just loving person she is. And the fact that, seeing these beautiful women going through these heartbreaks, it kind of makes me feel like, okay, you know what? I'm not alone in this. I'm not the only one that experiences hardships in my relationship. I'm not the only one that still has to show up every single day on YouTube with a smile on my face and being encouraging to other people and, still showing up while still having these hurtful human emotions. So I encourage myself and I encourage all the women out there to remember that you have an infinite source of power within you that you can pull from, that you can pour into, that, overflows when you have an abundance of love and blessings in your life that you can pour onto other people. And this is something that no one can take from you. All right, so now that this video is almost done, I'm looking at the hairline and baby, it is beautiful, flawless, it's nice and neat. I love how the baby hairs look like wispy, but they're stuck on there. They ain't going nowhere for a good 14 days. So once again, thank you so much, Celie, for sponsoring this video with this curly lace front unit. Now listen, summer's around the corner. I know you guys want this wig, so I'm gonna put all the information in the description below. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, make sure you go ahead and do that and turn on your notifications, and I'll see y'all later.